This is the Plancy Podcast, coming at you with a short episode today. We are talking about Season 1 of the show Invincible on Amazon Prime. Fantastic animated show with Steve Yuen, Sandra Oh, J.K. Simmons, many more. Great writing, decent animation. Wait till they have a bigger budget. I am joined today by my esteemed co-host, Cameron. Cameron, how are you doing today?
I am pretty good. I'm pretty tired, but I'm pretty good. So let's fucking get into this shit. Let's go.
Let's get into it. Just a quick heads up. We will definitely be spoiling the show. We'll absolutely be spoiling it. So if you haven't seen it yet, make sure you do. Only 8 episodes on Amazon Prime. Truly a great watch. It's a fun ride.
Just watch it. Just watch it.
Just do it, guys. Come on now.
Come on now.
All right. Make sure that you are liking, subscribing, following. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter at plan_C_podcast. Make sure you're reviewing us. Make sure you're, doing all that. We've got a good amount of reviews on Apple Podcasts, and we just appreciate everyone who is doing that. I think our rating is up to like 4.5 stars. Somebody gave us 1 star one time, and that was kind of like, well, do you listen to the podcast? Anyway, make sure you're checking us out every Friday. We stream to YouTube, whether it's Among Us, League of Legends, Smash Bros, many other things. We are there. We are doing it. Anyway, we're going to get into it. See you on the other side. And we're back. As you can tell from our lovely title and intro, we're talking about the show Invincible. New Amazon original. Is it Amazon Studios? Is that what they call it? I don't know. It's available on Amazon now. Animated superhero show featuring Steve Yuen, Sandra Oh, J.K. Simmons, with many other cameos with people including Bill Burr. Just fantastic. It is now wrapped up. And Cameron, what is your opinion on it?
I love this show. This is a fantastic show. Like I needed that dark superhero show itch after The Boys ended and season 2 ended, and this was perfect for it. Like I loved how the storytelling they had, like Mark, with his like undropped balls walking through the world, trying to oh, Amber is cute, and at the same time, Omni-Man just bashing people's heads, and it was fucking crazy. It was great.
I'm sure we'll say this in the intro, but spoiler alert.
Oh yeah. I mean,
yeah. Yeah. So, you can definitely tell where a lot of this show's budget went, because I'm not going to say the animation is janky, but at times you're like, oh, this kind of just looks like a PS3 video game. And some of the writing is great, but sometimes the character writing for some of the arcs, you're like, that doesn't really make sense.
Any examples?
Yeah. So the love interest on the show, or sorry, one of the love interests, I should say, Amber, who is Mark's sort of, I'll say, yeah, it's his girlfriend. She's kind of inconsistent, and there's a point in the show where it's revealed that she knows that he is a superhero, but in the episode prior, which doesn't take, it doesn't take place too far in the past before, she admits that she knows. She's acting like, she doesn't know. And in the end, like, she just completely flips and is like, oh my God, like, yeah, I know you're still a superhero, but like, da 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 da. And I don't know. That's sort of, it's a nitpick, but it's something I noticed, and it was something that sort of just stayed on the back of my mind. I also kind of just felt that, like, with Mark's mom, I don't know, they didn't really stick with her. I found towards the end, it was sort of just like less family drama, more superhero punchy, which, I'm cool with that because who doesn't like to see, people fight a kaiju and then fighting other superheroes? But it left a little to be desired. And the show has been renewed for seasons 2 and 3. So, it's not like they don't have time to improve, but just little stuff I noticed.
No, for sure. Like, I had a problem with Amber specifically because of the whole secret identity thing. Like, I don't know why.
Mm.
Like, this show is like all about being realistic. You know what I mean? Mark has to deal with like the fact that when he doesn't know how to use his powers properly, people around him are dying and he can't save them, despite him being the son of worst daddy
Superman,
Omni
basically,
Man. Yeah, Superman, shitty Superman,
without
and
laser beams.
yeah, so I'm expecting the series to have writing that is actually realistic, and then versus, she's just like, well, you lied to me. You didn't tell me you were a superhero. And it's like, well, I don't know if any like if no one just thought that like when you have a secret identity, if soon as someone knows your secret identity, you are immediately in peril. Like,
Yeah.
like if any enemy wants to fuck up the hero and they can't, you're obviously next target. Like as soon as he tells you that, your life has changed and y'all are in high school. Like why
Yeah.
like you're supposed to be smart. Why are you being a dumb bitch now? I don't understand.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, I suppose like some people are saying, oh, well, they're in high school, so it's that puppy love, and they don't like. Okay, sure, but like, let's be real right here. That's a shit move. And
Yeah.
then and then you watch him get his ass beat on live television, and now you're trying to give him a handy. Like, nah, let's chill. I'm not
Yeah.
I'm not down with it.
Yeah.
I'm
There's
not
there's
down with it at
definitely
all.
there's definitely problems with its inconsistencies, and I know we've sort of we're not railing on the show, but we're making complaints. This show is fantastic. If you like superheroes, if you like family dramas, if you like anime, if you just like good television, you should watch this. It's something that like really does the trope right of like, kid who's struggling but then eventually picks up, the sort of mantle of the superhero. And yes, he is basically Superman, but the sort of path that he is taking is one of learning. And like Mark, the main character, he gets, as Cameron said, he gets his shit kicked in almost every episode. And it's
Yeah,
not like, oh no, I took a couple punches to the face. Like, no, he is close to death most of these times. And if it weren't for his father or, some other characters, Mans would be clipped.
yeah, or
Um,
or or in spite of his father. Let's
eh,
let's be let's be
yeah,
real.
exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
like I mean, it was pretty hilarious. Like I remember I was watching when the Luke Cage episode or the dude the Luke Cage that turns into Rock. All right, that's who
Yeah.
he is, right?
Yeah.
And there's that. It's just that the lion man with the warhammer just casually just beats
Oh, you
his
mean Rengar?
ass. Yeah, Rengar. Yeah, this shit was
Rengar
hilarious.
Rengar mixed with Mordekaiser?
Yeah, I was like Simba tore his ass to pieces
Yeah.
and literally bounced him off the pavement. And I was like, damn. And I liked how they made it real. Like if I got bounced off the pavement, I'm not trying to go back in the ring. He was like, yo, I don't know if this is for me. But
Yeah.
like which makes sense. I like that they like bring up like, is it worth it? But
No. Yeah. No, you're
I
right.
also I also I really love the action in that same the action in this, like even though sometimes the graphics clearly don't have shading, like
Ugh.
the fights the fights are actually really good. It's not like some of the anime where they got to talk between like three moves to be like, yo, this is how it happened. When I wasn't looking, he teleported behind me and then in a blink of an eye hit me. No, it's none of that shit. They're really just throwing hands, like heads are getting blown up, bones are getting broken, and it's like it's very suspenseful and it's just great action direction in the animation for sure.
Yeah, I will say that the writing does a great job of, pacing out the show well, and things don't really feel too rushed. I think between the beginning and the end of the show, they cover about 8 months between 8 episodes. And it all feels very, very smooth. It's not like, you just get a damn time skip and you're like, wait, what? What's happened? Um Yeah, I also, again, I really, really, really want to credit the voice acting because, like, just goddamn, the three main actors, again, it's Steve Yuen, Sandra Oh, and J.K. Simmons. They all, I mean, they're hitting home runs. They're hitting home runs the entire time,
For sure.
and you can just like, you can really feel the emotion that's being portrayed. And yeah, you know what? It is animation, but it's still just an incredible job of, making you not only relate to characters, but just genuinely feel bad for them for the positions that they're in. And, I want to give them some props for that.
Yeah, and I also have to like really give props to like the writing in terms of how it's able to manage the different storylines behind the characters and making
Mm,
sure all the characters are like very that are like complex and have multiple sides to them. Even like I feel like a lot of superhero shows get into problems when like that the villains don't have are like very one dimensional. And this like even the episode where the aliens like kept coming back and like learning why New York kids have asthma. Like they that shit was actually great. Like I like that they even though you weren't seeing their world and how they were dealing with it, they kept coming back with new evolutions and new ways to deal with the heroes. Meanwhile, at the same time, the heroes are having their own development as characters and as people, and Mark is learning about how he needs to be a hero and what he needs to do. And I think that like that's one of the best parts of the show. I mean, I think best shown in Omni-Man, who is supposed to be the Superman, the righteous character, but at the same time is a murderous bastard who thinks his wife is a pet. So I mean, like there's
that's not hyperbole. That is literally a quote.
yeah, it's just I think the duality between all the characters and the way they develop is really great. From the robot to Eve. And Eve, we need to talk about Eve because I
Yeah.
feel like Eve is OP and nobody's talking about it.
Well, I mean, she can rearrange shit at a molecular level. So,
Is she not like Scarlet Witch level? Is that not what's gonna happen here?
I a I don't know, but she is on some shit.
Like she
And
just casually turned like rock into water. Like
yeah.
she I'm like yo, you should just solve world hunger right now. Just
And when she was like creating her own little crib and all, like she just like in the blink of a damn eye.
yeah, I'm like yo, send her to Haiti. Like what's happening here? Come on.
Another thing this show does really well is just absolutely subverting expectations. You have no literally no idea what is going to happen next. And from episode to episode, you're just left guessing because it's like, again, they do such a good job at not necessarily leaving things open-ended, but just taking things in a direction that's like you're able to follow it, but you're not able to predict it, you know?
Yeah.
And
And Mark is like the kind of paragon of he goes through the story and you're looking at it through his eyes and you're but at the same time like it's really about like what's happening to him and what's happening around him.
yep.
And the same way Mark has no idea what the fuck is going on, like neither do we. And I think
Nope.
it puts us in his shoes in a really interesting way for sure.
Another thing that is just fantastic about the show is, a lot of the time you'll watch origin stories and you're like, oh, this doesn't feel like a teenager. Like this doesn't feel like somebody dealing with not only, getting superpowers, but school and girls and all that. But nah, this show is on some shit because it really makes you feel like you're watching a kid grow up. And there's an episode where he's touring a college and he's like, man, I'd really like to go here. And the sad part is he's not going to be able to because he's a damn superhero.
He's a Viltrumite.
He's a Viltrumite from Viltrum, baby.
Yeah, I feel like Viltrumite like is going to become somewhat of a slur soon. I don't know. But
I mean,
but
it does it anything with "ite" at the end. I feel like
yeah,
this.
yeah, it has that little that little twang to it that's not pleasant.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
One thing I wanted to kind of bring up was how trash Darkwing was. Oh my God. This
Oh
world's
yeah,
Batman failed so epically. He's
yeah.
supposed to stop Superman, This
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You almost died in episode 1. Okay.
The
And then
really
actually.
the really fun thing about this show is that, they sort of do the day in a life thing of each sort of character in, the quote, the different Justice League. And then at the end of episode 1, they all get fucking murdered.
Yeah, like I wasn't gonna say it, but the way
I
Darkwing
mean,
got
I mean,
got
we
washed
we
was hilarious. No, we got spoilers. That's all right.
we got spoiler alert. We're gonna throw that in the intro, so we'll
This
be
man,
right.
this man tried to beat Superman with a jump kick. Did he
Yeah,
think? Did
okay.
he play too much Mortal Kombat before he went there, bro? Like
Trying to use trying to use smoke bombs to
he
beat
didn't even touch
Superman.
him.
Like,
He
all
got his
right.
foot grabbed and he got blasted into the pavement. That shit was hilarious. I
I
was.
will say though, not only does Omni-Man have certified hands,
Oh
he
yeah.
also has reads on reads on reads.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, Omni-Man is hooping.
Oh my, yeah, he's definitely the Trey Rags of this universe. Like,
Oh yeah.
absolutely, just a worldwide menace.
Yeah. I
And
also what are you gonna say?
the way he bodied Flash
Oh yeah.
was ridiculous. That's
It
probably
was,
one of the most painful ways to die in the entire series that I think I saw.
especially if your perception of time
It's slowed down.
is slowed down that slow,
I
and
mean,
you're
I
feeling every crunch of your bones. Like,
I
come
mean, in
on, man.
reality, I feel like he would just almost instantly go into shock. But
Oh yeah,
it was still very painful to watch.
yeah, yeah. One, something else I really like is I feel like they do a really good job with the secret government agency.
Oh, Cecil and all them.
Yeah, like yeah, Cecil's fucked up, but I genuinely like Cecil. Cecil is one of my favorite damn characters on the show.
Yeah, I mean, like you think he's heartless, but he's actually just like very pragmatic. Like
Oh,
he's just
he's
like he knows
mega
that
pragmatic.
if Superman exists, you have to have a way to keep him in check. You know what I mean? That's just the reality of the situation.
Facts. Facts.
Like sure he's watching you pee from your window, and that's creepy. But at the same time, what if while you're peeing, this man blows up a universe like he did to those aliens?
Yep.
He legit destroyed an entire planet of people.
Yep.
Like, but nobody even knew about it. Like, come on now.
No, they didn't. You got anything else before we get out of here? Got it. This one's gonna, stay nice and short for y'all.
Yeah, we're just kind of shooting the shit, kind of memeing on it a bit. I mean, it's a fantastic show, and I think it's just there's a lot of things, there are a lot of little details about it that I just found very amusing, even if and also just very good. And I just think it's a great watch.
Yeah, definitely. I do have a couple questions for you though.
Go ahead.
What do you like better, this or The Boys?
Personally, I like The Boys season 1 more than Invincible, but I think I might have enjoyed Invincible more than The Boys season 2.
Gotcha. Yeah, I find that The Boys, can sometimes be more shocking, but in terms of like the quality of writing, I definitely like Invincible more. I think there's just more relatable characters. Maybe that's just because we're young. I don't know. But yeah. Also, second question: who do you think would win, Omni-Man or Homelander?
Omni-Man or Homelander? I think Omni-Man got that on lock. I'm not gonna hold you.
Oh, really?
Think,
Even with Homelander with the laser beams?
like, I mean, like, we don't know. Like, the thing is, we don't really know Omni-Man's durability in that way, so it's hard to say. But in terms of just battle knowledge, come on, Homelander's a baby. Like, I feel like
that's true.
I feel like when it comes to battle analysis, that's like Batman plus Superman versus just Superman. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. No,
And the mustache, come on, you can't beat that shit.
And yeah, that's true. Omni-Man is definitely sexier than Homelander. That's for sure true. You got anything else before we get out of here?
Oh, on the Boys thing, I think the reason that I think I may have enjoyed the Boys season 1 more, I think was just because it had more suspense to me, because they didn't show you as much as of the world as Invincible shows you. You know what I mean? Like with Invincible, I feel like you have this constant knowledge of everything that's going on, and I feel like it's fine. I feel like it works for the show and everything, but like the kind of suspense and fear you feel in The Boys season 1, I think comes from the fact that you really have no idea all the actors that are at play and all the systems that are behind the scenes. And I feel like that's really like kind of made me at the edge of my seat to wait for every episode. But they do both have the effect that I had no idea what was going to happen every episode as well. So it's definitely a toss up, but I think they're both enjoyable in their own ways.
Yeah. You said it first. Yeah, so thank you very much for listening to this short, sweet little episode we have done today. You know, we just wanted to get something out.
I've actually one last question.
Oh, yeah, go for
it. Predictions for season 2. One prediction. We're gonna lay it on the pod. Come back to it later.
I think Amber's gonna die.
I've definitely as soon as they feel like they introduce Adam, Eve, and Amber, I was like, well, one of them has to go.
One of them has to go.
One of them has to go. Come on now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a prediction that'll actually be kind of meaningful. I think that we're gonna get a round 2 of Simba versus Mark.
Oh yeah. Fucking Rengar mixed with Mordekaiser is coming back. That's for sure.
That's a league reference for those who are confused.
Yeah, people don't know. That's a loser reference. You gotta be truly a loser to understand that one.
Memeing. But yeah.
All right. We all good?
Yep.
All right. Thank you again, everyone, for listening. Make sure you are checking out previous episodes. We've got some really fun ones coming up. This one will probably go live on a Saturday. So, thank you for listening. If you are, make sure you're enjoying your day, evening, night, dusk, dawn, whatever it is. Make sure you're subscribing, following, all those things, liking, rating, reviewing, all of that. Every single little bit helps, even if you're like, oh, it's insignificant. It's not insignificant. It really helps us. And as we continue to grow, we notice these things. So make sure you follow us on Instagram, Twitter at plan_C_podcast. Make sure you're checking out our YouTube channel. We're streaming every Friday night, whether it's League of Legends, Smash Bros, or any other game. If you want to come on a podcast, come on a stream, hit us up. We're very open people. We'd be down. If you want to talk about it, we want to talk about it. Make sure you check that out. And Cameron, thank you for being on today. Appreciate you.
Yeah, and people, if you have any all predictions for season 2, if you please comment them below, we'll definitely get to them because we want to know your predictions.
Yeah.
Yeah, and peace. Don't be Darkwing.
Yeah, don't be Darkwing, guys. Don't be Darkwing. All right, y'all. Stay safe. Have a good one. Thanks again for listening. See you at the next one.